Hi there, so today we've got a scoops video for you. We purchased the scoops from Jules at Resin Jules and Helena and Resin D'Etre Supplies. It's come in this beautiful box. Gorgeous, gorgeous deep pink tissue paper, and look at this. Now this was a monster scoop and I think a large scoop, but they normally have them every month, so we're just going to show you what we got in our box. And then at the end we've got a little project that we do using some of the items that came in our lovely scoops box. Now I will apologise, we did receive this about 3 weeks ago, but we already had videos set up ready to go, so you'll have seen those where we've upcycled and redecorated various wooden objects, little key cupboards, document organisers, tray and so on. But so far I've shown you some really lovely pieces that you can have part of a nail art kit, and now I'm showing you some two gorgeous pigments, pigment powders, mica powders. You can dust them on molds, you can add them to resin. Here's some beautiful liquid pigments here that you can add. It's more like they're very liquidy. That one actually looks got a bit of a metallic-y shimmer to it. There we go. And another one, beautiful green. You can really see it there. A bit of a colour shift going on. Some stunning, beautiful. Now I'd refer this as a champagne gold colour or rose gold confetti glitter mix. Now I don't know if any of you caught Resin Jules' video that she did. She did a live on Instagram, cocktail glitter mix up. It was fantastic. You go on in advance, and I think she's going to do them every month. Might be a bit more regularly than that, but check her out on Instagram and you'll be able to see the video that she put up. And yeah, it's just great. Similar thing to scoops. You go on beforehand and go onto the website, you pay for your glitter mix bundle that you want, and then live on Instagram she mixes the glitters for you, tells you if it's your order. So much fun, I can't tell you. But yes, we did purchase 3 of the specially mixed cocktail of glitters. Thanks again, Jules. It was so much fun. Right, here we go. Progressing on. So we've shown you some lovely holographic, some lovely iridescent, the confetti mixed glitters. That is a beautiful, almost like tint than you saw there. Colour shift on this blue to greens. That is very much a powder. So these are more of a mica type of powder. Lovely brushed onto molds, lovely added into resin. And now look at this. Again, this is more of like a confetti style glitter. Some gorgeous warm, sort of almost, dare I say, pumpkin colours there. Beautiful purpley lavender and some hot pinks. Not too sure what those are. They look a little bit like petals and leaves, but we'll see. Now this intrigued me. This really intrigued me. They are holographic, so I'm just going to try and show you the best I can. Resembling hummingbirds, I think. There are so many in there. I didn't count them, but I reckon at least maybe 10, perhaps a dozen. Then we had some of these come through. These are fun little things. You could add them to keychains, handbag charms. They're birds, some little pearl sort of shaped flowers. And then we got some hardware for making those keychains and handbag charms. A bit more here. That's very much more midnight moon sort of series of things. A little stir stick there, and look at this. Now isn't this just beautiful? A little mini handbag. I think it had glitz and glow on the outside. Obviously you could probably take the sticker off, repurpose this as a beautiful little gift bag for somebody. Gorgeous piece of ribbon there, just tied onto it as well. Here we go. Look at how clever that is, the way it just folds apart there. And it's hiding 3 beautiful glitters. So we've got a bluey silver colour. That's the one on the right. The one, see, I'm just showing you that one now. Aqua tones to that, I think. Bit of holographic in there too. Very cute shaped little bag. Purple undertones here, I think, with a bit of holographic again. And then something that's more sort of silvery pinks. Absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to use those. Now these are the molds we've got. Now this is for a pair of earrings, chevron style, maybe in the style of a leaf. It's got the little peg type thing at the top there, so you can obviously put the earring finding through. This is a rounded shaped heart mold. Great as a paperweight, or just as, you know, like a worry stone, I think they call them, palm stone. This mold, I'm not 100% certain what we would use it for, but it looks quite, I mean, there's some detail on it, so need to have a bit of a think about how we'd use that. Look at this, a mini monstera leaf. Gorgeous again for key bag charms and keychains, handbag charms even. Now this mold's quite difficult to demonstrate. Apologies if you can hear squeaking in the background there. It's got a tiny little bee on it with, I think, some flowers. Again, great as keychain, handbag charms. This is a tree. Now this, I thought maybe this is quite a deep mold. Great if you want to use it for eco resin and resin. Maybe put some fairy lights, something like that in it. Butterfly molds. Now I took this one out the packet to show you. The detail on these molds, absolutely gorgeous. Now you could make two of these, each of these, and convert them into earrings, or as a pendant, feature pendant on a necklace, or as the connector maybe on a bracelet. I mean, there's endless things you could do. And then I took this one out of the plastic as well. These are wings. So that's very much angels' wings, bats' wings, butterfly wings. Lots of things you could do with that. As the Halloween season is going to be soon with us, perhaps you could incorporate it in your projects and makes then. Look at this cute little mold. Again, took it out of its wrapping. Turtles, I think, tortoises maybe. Spoiler alert, we will be making something using this mold very, very soon. Very, very soon. Deep mold in places, but substantial. Got some support on the back. Really couldn't wait to use this one. It had to be this one, I think, that we used. And this one almost there with the molds now. This is lovely. Now this is great for something if you want to make it to hang in your window or conservatory or a garden room, or, you know, just as a decoration perhaps on a wall plaque, that kind of thing. Now look at this cutie. And absolutely, it's a crab. It's a crab. Look at the big, he's got the big claw detail, obviously with the legs. This bit comes out because that would make the lid. So obviously this is looking at it from the other side up. Some few little star details there in the lid. So obviously this would be the right way round. Look at that. Great in the bathroom, child's bedroom. Perhaps set some little fairy lights in the middle part there. Great as a night light. And here's a bit of a flyover close up of all of those molds that we got. It was mold heavy. It was definitely mold heavy this time. But that was absolutely fine with us. You can never have too many molds. Although you might not think that if you looked at our little craft room area that we have. And here is a close-up flyover view of all the other things we got. Those gorgeous confetti style glitters, the smaller glitters, the holographic flakes, the hardware for making the key rings, the colour shifting mica powders. Oh wow, wow. And these gorgeous, gorgeous glitter mixes. And of course, not forgetting the pigments there. Stunning, I do love that champagne rosy gold. Gorgeous, stunning holographic hummingbirds as well. Look at this, in for a bit more of a closer look. Absolutely gorgeous. Great to add to your glitter stash or collection as we seem to have. Now, here is the project. Here's that gorgeous little tortoise and turtle mould. I picked 4 colours from the nail art decoration, and the idea is to mix them into some resin into there. Now the resin I'm going to use is T-Expert resin. It's a 1:1 mixing ratio. Here we go, I'm just mixing up now. So putting the hardener and the resin in at equal parts. As I said, we're using T-Expert. Normally in our last few videos where we've used resin, we've used Apex resin, fantastic brand Apex. Tea Expert, a brilliant one as well. This one, because we're using it to put the lovely little embellishments in, you know, those nail art embellishments in, I thought we'd use this resin rather than the Pure Pro, or is it Cure Pro, from Apex, because, you know, that one I like to use for doing top coats. So we're going to divide up the resin that we've made into these 4 little silicone mixing jugs. I've marked the sides, so I've tried to get equal proportions of the clear resin in it. Now that resin has got quite a lot of micro bubbles in it. And where I've been using Apex resin previously, I'm not used to having those. So of course, if you don't want the little fine bubbles in it, then do put it through a bubble removing machine, or just leave it for a few minutes and the bubbles should disperse. They'll come up to the top and disperse. So I'm just topping it all up. And then first things first, by the way, sorry, the next few bits of this have been sped up because it's repetition. So just adding in the first lot. Now this bit hasn't been sped up. Mixing it in thoroughly. So just pouring those first lot of decoration into the resin, stirring in thoroughly. Now, I don't know why I thought it would have more of an impact colour-wise, considering it's clear resin. So I went to the lovely Scoops bundle or box that we had and picked out this gorgeous blue, slight colour shift to it, mica powder. Oh my gosh, look at that. Well, I'm calling it a mica powder. It could be a powdered pigment, you know. Adding it a little bit at a time because I didn't want to go too mad with it all, and then just stirring it up and in, making sure it's thoroughly mixed. There we go, thoroughly mixed in. But look at that, I mean, it's beautiful. That in that crab mould will be stunning, or if you have any shells and so on. I then proceeded to do exactly the same with the other 3 mixing jugs, adding in the nail art decorations, and also then either some mica or powdered pigment, or some of this beautiful little liquid resin pigments. There we go. I'm not sure actually they were resin pigments or alcohol inks. Now this one, purpley colours, and I thought that this is very much colour shift, would be more purple than the colour it actually mixes up as. But never mind, we will just keep going. It looks more orangey toned to me, almost like a metallic orange, orangey bronze colour. But look at this, beautiful holographic white, and then in with some of that lovely pinky coloured mica powders, mixing it in thoroughly. And once it was all mixed, I went back and I poured it into the mould. So here we go, back with the mould, giving it a spritz of some isopropyl alcohol, because this is a brand new mould. I don't know quite how it's going to behave with the resin. And there we go. So we're just pouring it in. So this one's done in real time, nice and slow and steady. Make sure you don't overfill the mould. And any that I had left over, I actually put into another mould, which I will show you coming up soon. So filling up the next 3 of these lovely turtles or tortoise shaped moulds is actually done on a time lapse. Oh, I've sped it up actually, not on a time lapse. There we go with the pinky one. If you've joined us today in the live chat and the premiere, hi, how are you? Hope you're enjoying this video. We have got one more in our series where we're using transfers or the green coloured paints and pigments and resin coming up. In fact, it might be 1 or maybe 2 more of those coming up, which will follow on from this video next week. But as I said, if you've joined us in the live chat, it's really nice. Thank you for being here with us. If you haven't joined us in the live chat, that's absolutely fine too. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification all bell, and we upload once a week on a Sunday at 5 PM UK time. So this is another mould I'm using. Now this mould, I'm going to be honest, did not come in the Scoops kit. It's one that we had to hand, and we'd got quite a lot of resin left over, so we thought we'd just make some blanks for what will be key rings or giveaways with orders at craft fairs. Probably not until the new year now. But any like market stores or craft fairs that we do, sometimes we have these just as freebies to give away. We'll put a little bit of a keyring sort of chain on them perhaps, or we might even make them up, put some more things with them, tassels and so on, maybe a bit of leather somehow, or PU leather, you know, sort of faux leather, and make them into something else, and then they'll be available. There we go. So almost done there. Mixing them. Of course, if you're going to mix resin with colours in them like this, do remember that as you see them there is not necessarily how they will look when they're completely cured, because resin will continue to move and mix and blend as it's curing. But here we go. We did do the heart mould as well, and the mini monstera leaf, because I still had a little bit left over. 24 hours to cure, and this is the following day. Here we go. We're going to demold it now. These beautiful little tortoises. Well, I'm going to call them turtles. Let's call them turtles. Now, hopefully you can see that. You can see all the nail art embedded pieces I put in, all sank to the bottom of the mould. I expected that. You can also see now that there's a bit more detail on the shells, on the shell of these lovely little sea creatures. Now, you could go in and out of those with a fine tipped pen. I decided not to do that. There we go, look at that one. That was the one I thought was going to be more purpley, and it's sort of more orangey, bronzy coloured. What I did do is just go around the edges with a deco colour pen, silver one of my favourite pens. I have to admit to that. And if you're a regular viewer of videos, you'll know that. Oh, by the way, I should say everything that wherever possible what we've used in this video will be linked in the description box below. Can't link this exact scoops box for you, but I will leave all the information for Jules and from Resin Jules and Helena from Resin D'Etre Supplies in the description box below. There we go, look at that. So there's the deco colour pen. I just gave it a quick shake to make sure that the paint actually came down to the nib of the pen, and then I went round the edge of the bottom of each of these lovely little turtles and obviously put their eyes in as well. There we go. Absolutely love these, adore them actually. So a fun little project there. We also have these to demold. Now this will be done sped up, as you can see, but you can see the way it's blended the colours. They will make gorgeous, whether they're pendants, key rings, handbag charms, or just as little freebies to give away, whatever we decide to do with them. Great little project, particularly if you are brand new into using resin. But here we go with a little flyover of what we made. Look at those, really rather cute. Fun little project, particularly if you're doing them with maybe young children. Don't forget though that if ever you're working with epoxy resin, you must read the instructions from the manufacturer regarding the PPE, work in a well ventilated area, wear gloves, wear a respirator mask, wear eye protection and old clothes. Make sure you're fully covered. Thanks again for watching the video. We will see you again next weekend. Take care everyone. Bye bye.